It's very difficult to tell who is at risk in a case of suicide and clinical depression. In fact, very often it's the people that are least likely candidates.
Anyone can be at risk. Suicide doesn't pick and choose. It could be the class president or the class valedictorian or the student that struggles, the student athlete, the student who's everybody's friend. You just never know.
I remember just not being able to get out of bed certain days, not having a lot of energy to go out and do things that used to make me happy, feeling like I don't belong, kind of feeling numb to the world.
Starting to have lack of interest in the things that he enjoyed the most, being irritable were some of the signs that we see that something's just not right.
Many of the common signs of depression are things that happen every day in a student's life, and those are normal. The difference is that when someone's depressed, those are happening consistently over time, repeatedly, and that's when a student needs to get help.
I lost kind of my smile, kind of my laugh, just didn't feel like the same person, and would cry randomly sometimes, but didn't know what that really meant.
So often, parents and friends around the individual who's in distress write off a lot of that, excuse it to just being a teenager, just having a bad day, and they're unable to see that something's been happening and changing over a long period of time.
The pressures that young people are under may be more than what we think, and the things we think that they're just going to brush off or think is no big deal sometimes are a major deal to them, and that was the situation with Jordan.
I just remember getting home after playing a practice round of golf, and my dad came in and dropped a duffel bag full of alcohol on the ground and confronted me about it being in the trunk of my car, and that's when my heart dropped with it, because I knew that I disappointed my parents yet again. And I walked into my room. My mom came to knock on the door, and by that time when she knocked on the door, I was out of my 9th-story bedroom window.
People who are suicidal have to understand that it is usually an indication that they are experiencing an underlying illness. That illness is usually depression, which is treatable.
Hey. Oh, it looks like I'm screwed. So much for college.
What are you talking about? It can't be that bad. Well, you know what? It's only a test, you know. That's it. All it is. What are you doing? You don't drink like this. What's going on? It's really not that bad. You were doing so well, and you have all your extracurriculars.
Look, you don't get it. Alright, everyone in my family went to college. Good colleges, and they all got scholarships, and if I don't get one, then I'd be better off dead.
Oh, come on. How can you say that? What are you talking about? Everybody's so proud of you. You're just like the smartest guy I know.
Exactly, which is why everyone expects me to be the best at everything I do. Yeah. I'm such a loser if I don't get into a good school. Nothing else matters. I can't face everybody.
Give me a break. Give yourself a break. I would do anything to have your brains.
Whatever. Whatever. I am so tired of always trying to keep it together and be the best. Family would be better off without me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Better off without you? Okay, we gotta talk to someone. Your mom or sister.
No. They would never understand. You have to promise me you won't tell anybody. Come on.
I promise. That's what friends are for. But I gotta go to practice, alright? I gotta go.
I'll see you later.
This is really serious. I shouldn't have promised to keep it a secret.
Whatever. Whatever, you know, I'm so tired of always trying to be the best and keep it together. My family would be better off without me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Better off without you? Okay, we gotta talk to someone.
Like who, my mom and my dad? They'd never understand. Now, promise me you won't tell anybody about this.
No, I can't promise you that. It's not going to happen. You need to talk to someone about this. Maybe your older sister, Beth.
I'm not sure, man.
I am. Come on, let's go. Yeah.
The specific signs of suicide are feeling that there's no way out, there's a need to escape, that they feel an intolerable psychological pain, as if their head is in a vice.
You know, the day of my suicide attempt, just going from being really happy at that moment to really sad and feeling like that was the last straw.
A person experiencing suicidal feelings is in distress, and their way of thinking is called tunnel vision, black or white thinking. Either I have this relationship or I die. Either I get into college or I die. Either I fit into this group or I die. And that feeling is overwhelmingly powerful.
Laura. Hey. What's up, sis? What's going on?
I miss Alex so much. I can't believe we're not together anymore.
Oh, please, you'll get over it. You'll find someone else.
That's easy for you to say. Things are always harder for me.
It's only been a couple of months. Just give it some time.
I just don't think I'll ever get over this. I don't fit in anyway. Alex was the only good thing in my life.
Don't talk like that. Just snap out of it.
I wish I were dead.
Believe me, you'll get over this. Just hang in there. That's not right. She's really going to need some help.
I wish I were dead. I just don't think I'll ever be able to get over this. I don't fit in anyway. Alex was the only thing good in my life.
Don't talk like that.
I wish I were dead.
Okay. It's been 2 months. You should be getting over this, but you're not. I know you've been cutting school and not doing your work. You really need some help. I don't know what to do. Maybe if you talk to Mom or Dad, they can help.
Are you kidding? Mom and Dad wouldn't understand.
Yeah, okay. What about Mr. Perez's school? I know he's helped a lot of kids.
I don't know.
Me and you, we'll go first thing in the morning. We'll go talk to him. He's a cool guy. He's really easy to talk to. He can help you out. He'll get you through this. Come on.
Okay. Thanks for understanding.
The two most common myths of suicide is one, if a person talks about it, they won't do it. That is not true. When a person talks about suicide, they are trying to communicate something. The other is, if you ask someone about suicide, that you will introduce it into their mind. That is also not true. It gives them an opportunity to talk about it, and then an opportunity for you to do something.
Alyssa was very energetic, lots of times happy child that really enjoyed life.
She was a bright, beautiful girl who was full of life. She had 2 younger siblings that looked up to her and adored her, 2 loving parents. She walked into a room and she really lit up the whole room. She had an unbelievable personality. There were a lot of good things in Alyssa's life, but Alyssa also experienced a lot of hardships in the short period of time that she was here. She endured a lot for somebody so young.
She was bullied a lot, and she struggled with her self-esteem, and she cared a lot about what others thought, and she got down easily when people weren't nice. And I just think as time went on, she couldn't take it. It was built up year after year after year.
Kids can be mean and cruel and terrible people, and you know, maybe it was just a snowball effect that everyone just started harassing her.
There were warning signs prior to her being diagnosed with depression. She acted out. She had a lot of anger in her to the point where it was just not normal behavior. making poor decisions and choices, compromising herself and her safety, and all of these were warning signs.
She was clearly depressed and down, and she was sad a lot of crying.
I'll never forget this. When I walked into the door of her English classroom, the teacher had all the writings up on the wall, and Alyssa had the title of her paper was, "My Life Makes Me Want to Cry." So these were all warning signs.
In 7th grade, Alyssa would verbalize to me that she wanted to end her life, and she would show me the cuts on her wrists and would, ask me if I would attend her funeral if she did kill herself.
She would say, "I want to kill myself, I just want this to be over."
Things like that. We were so young, and I had never heard anyone talk like that before, and obviously I took it seriously, but I was young enough that, it was hard to know what to do and what to say to her and who to talk to.
When I first heard about Alyssa, the principal said that she passed. I knew immediately. It's so difficult to cope with it since your friend taking her own life, because you're left beating yourself up.
Looking back, I do not think I took the situation serious enough.
Maybe I didn't take it seriously enough. I mean, I guess I obviously didn't if she's gone.
I wish that I had taken Alyssa to someone I trusted and shared with them what she had told me and not kept it inside.
I think when anyone, and particularly a student, is concerned about a friend and afraid that they might be depressed and suicidal, they need to seek out a trusted adult. Their biggest fear is that they're going to be seen as a traitor, that their friend is going to be mad at them. Let me assure you, that typically is not the case. Your friend will be relieved that you are one of the people who really heard what was going on with them and tried to get them some help.
Yeah, so I want to go to this one.
Hey man, it's Friday. We're going to that party tonight? Yeah, boy. Oh, look, it's Jason. Let's go. Whoa, Jason! Watch where you're going, freak boy! This kid's such a tool. Look. He's got a little briefcase for a backpack, man. Nice bag. Hey, what do you think you are, man, huh?
No. Don't worry about it. I'll see you later.
Hey, don't worry about them. They're just a bunch of losers.
It doesn't really matter much because I'm taking them with me.
What do you mean?
Don't be hanging around with them. I really don't want to see you getting hurt.
Did you just hear what he said?
Yeah.
He sounded like he was planning on killing them and then killing himself.
He's just blowing off steam. Like, everyone's mean to him.
I mean, I don't even know why. He's not even a bad guy. He's just kind of awkward, but he really did sound like he was going to flip out.
You know, sometimes my dad goes hunting with Jason's dad, and I once heard my dad tell my mom they've got a lot of guns in that house.
Whatever. Let's not overreact. We're going to be late for class and we have that test.
Oh my god, that test.
Wait a minute. He might be serious.
We've got to do something to help.
Hey, don't worry about them. They're just a bunch of losers.
Thanks, but it really doesn't matter much because I'm taking them with me.
What do you mean?
Never mind, just please don't hang out with them. I really don't want to see you get hurt.
Jason, I know you feel really bad, but you're really starting to scare me. Maybe you should talk to someone.
Sure.
Did you just hear what he said?
Yeah.
He sounded like he was planning on killing them and killing himself.
He's just blowing off steam. Like, everyone's mean to him.
I don't even know why. He's not a bad guy. He's kind of awkward, but he just sounded really desperate.
Well, I know my dad goes hunting with his dad sometimes, and I once heard him tell my mom that they got a lot of guns in that house.
I hope we're not freaking out about this. It just really scares me.
But we don't want to, like, overreact and get him into trouble for no reason.
You know what? We have to say something. He sounded so desperate.
You're right. Let's go to the nurse's office. We can talk to them and call my dad.
Okay.
I grew up with my mom. My dad and her were divorced my entire life, and my dad was always overseas, so I hardly ever saw him. My mom was very depressed, and it got worse as time progressed. And so I stayed with my mom until she decided that she wanted to leave, kind of peace out.
Her mother got in contact with me and she said, "I can't handle her anymore, would you please take her?"
And it really hurt that she was the one that ended up leaving me. So I had to go live with my dad, and it was a huge change. He's a Marine Corps colonel, so we butted heads a lot.
When my daughter came to live with me, the first thing I did is I got her some counseling. It became apparent that she had some real issues.
I just got really, really depressed. I just went on a downward spiral. It got to the point where I was coming to school drunk. I just tried to do as much as I could to block out the pain. Other than drugs, I shoplifted. I was really promiscuous.
There was quite a stretch there where she was doing just about everything wrong that she could.
And then in February, I got suspended for bringing alcohol to school. I was dying.
Hey Mike, what's up? Why are you just lying here in the middle of the day? What's going on, man? It's a disaster in here. What's up with you? What's going on, man? Hello? Man, what's going on? You haven't been acting like yourself lately. Not even harassing Mrs. Jones in English class like you used to. Jack and Tyler and some other people have been wondering why. Why haven't you been hanging out?
I don't know, man. It's just... I just don't feel like it, I guess.
You don't feel like it? I mean, what about baseball? Really could have used you out there. You used to be so good. Then you just dropped out.
Look, I don't know, alright? It's not a big deal.
Man, if you want to keep your friends, then you better stop acting like this. What's gotten into you?
I don't know, alright? Look, just leave me alone, okay?
Fine. You fix your attitude and give me a call. I don't know. Maybe something really is wrong with Mike.
Look, I don't know, alright? It's not a big deal.
Man, it is a big deal. I mean, we're all concerned for you. You're a friend, and you just really haven't been acting like yourself lately. I mean, I don't know what it is, but something's definitely wrong.
Yeah? So, what's wrong with me?
Well, I'm not sure. You know Dave? Well, he was kind of struggling like this, and turns out he was depressed. I mean, he started talking to somebody at school, and now he seems to be back to his old self. I mean, it's this counselor. People say she's really easy to talk to, and they trust her. I mean, she really helped Dave.
So what's that got to do with me?
Well, I guess you could, talk to your parents about how you feel, and maybe they can figure something out.
Oh, wait, man. You're crazy. Listen, I can never talk to my parents about the way I feel.
What about Coach? I mean, he's pretty cool. He seems to like you a lot.
I don't know.
How about tomorrow? Let's go see him after school. I mean, I'll be with you.
Listen, I don't know, alright? I don't want to talk to anybody about this.
You don't have to do it alone. It's
It's not your problem. Just forget about it. Just butt out.
No, man, come on. This is important. And if you're not there tomorrow, I'm gonna go by myself because I'm your friend. You really, really need this help. Come on, man.
It's very important that we teach students the help-seeking skills that will bring these students to our attention, to the adults who can see that they get the treatment necessary.
As far as, what could have helped me before the suicide attempt was everything that I should have done. I should have been able to express my thoughts, be honest, not drink to have to express my emotions or how I'm feeling. Take my talk therapy seriously, be consistent with my medicine, and not just take it every couple weeks after I start to feel good, because I was denying the fact that I have depression and that I was going through a really rough time, because I wanted to trick myself into believing that I was okay.
I was so close to just destroying everything that people had fought to provide for me. All the people in my life, they kept trying to break through to me, and I just wouldn't listen. And when I finally stopped and listened, that's when it really made a difference. They cut me a deal, and they said, if you do 25 hours community service and you go to regular AA meetings, then you can come back in the fall. And I ended up making honor roll, so I'm graduating early, I'm applying to college. If I could go through what I've gone through and come back from it, anyone can. It's like a huge turnaround, and I don't even know that person anymore who I used to be. It's not like I'm happy all the time, but it's like I know how to deal with problems now, and I know that, I'm worth being happy.
Weighing the options of having your friend versus not having your friend are just, there's no comparison.
It really affects everybody else.
It's okay to tell. It's okay to go against your friend if it's something like them taking their life. It's okay to tell. If kids knew more about the warning signs and the red flags, lives would be saved.
And once you've finally gotten there, the sense of satisfaction and pride in yourself, it's really incredible.
I don't have to just suffer from depression. I can be successful with depression. I can still make a difference. I can still inspire and help other people and live the life that I want to.